Hey, what is up, YouTubers, and welcome to the first episode here on ESGNet of Madden 16 Green Bay Packers franchise. This is Packer Talk, and we are getting just got finished with the first 4 weeks of this 2015 season, and the Packers are looking very, very good right now. Currently 4-0 as we go and get ready for the Week 5 matchup here. As you see, they're going to go against the St. Louis Rams, who are currently 1-3 for the year so far, and we are looking really, really good right now. Of course, Aaron Rodgers always looking great and having a monster season, not just in this game but also in real life. So far the season's mirroring both seasons actually in the virtual world here in Madden 16 with the Green Bay Packers franchise, and with the actual franchise there in reality are actually pretty going hand in hand here. So we'll see here, Aaron Rodgers, there you see 1,272 yards there already in the first 4 weeks of the season. There you see 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for him, and overall looking very, very good here. And we are really getting ourselves set up here for a good another 4 weeks here coming up. We got some pretty good matchups here coming up. We'll show you guys those in a little later here in the video. But right now we're just going to take a look at some numbers there. You see Eddie Lacy there, 368 yards, 7 touchdowns right now. He's one of, I believe, 3 right now in the league right now that have 7 touchdowns or more. And he is one of the leaders in the pack in that category there. Of course, he needs more yardage, and of course he's had a couple of troubles here. Fumbling the ball there, and just not really good at having a great start that we want him to have. But things are can change here. Also, we got Starks there, James Starks. He's going to help out here a lot more here in the next couple of weeks here. Randall Cobb have a great season there. You see 2 touchdowns already, 428 yards there for him. There you see Deontay Adams. Of course, we would love to have Jordy Nelson in our receiving core there, but of course, he's going to be out for several weeks here, and hopefully we can get him back here before, if I'm not mistaken, I think we get him back, I think like the second game before the end of the season, so week 16 we're looking at him possibly coming back. If not, I think we may get him back if we once we get into the playoffs. And yes, we're going to go ahead and talk about playoffs. We're 4-0 right now, looking very, very good. Could possibly do it. Of course, so we're in the black and blue division, that being the NFC North. And right now we're dominating in this division as always. And of course, there you see defensively, there you see Clinton Dixon. There you see his numbers there, having a great year so far. Got 2 interceptions already. Had pretty good interception there. And I think it was not the last game, but I think it was a game before that. He had a really good run there, really great game there, and really did some damage there on defense. Hopefully he can continue that throughout the season, as he is just one of our key guys on the defensive side of the ball. Of course, like I said, with Jordy Nelson being out, Randall Cobb's doing a great job there. Of course, Aaron Rodgers really finding his guys, finding just the guys that he feels comfortable with, and right now that guy is Randall Cobb. So far, so good right now. Looking pretty good here as we continue looking at the stats there. You see the punt numbers there. Kick returns there. You see 282 yards for Cobb there. So far has not ran a touchdown back, but hey, the season's still young, and we still got an opportunity there to do something with that. There you see his numbers there for punt returns there, and only 83 yards there so far total when it comes to punt returns. Now, we'll go ahead and look at the season stats so far here in the first 4 weeks here. There you see Johnny Manziel, Mr. Johnny Football there, and with the best quarterback rating right now. And of course, there you see Aaron Rodgers. Of course, there was my phone there ringing. Probably the GM there talking to us, but trying to get a hold of us there. But there you see Aaron Rodgers there. 1,272 yards there, leading right now in that category there when it comes to quarterbacks here. Now you see some of the other quarterbacks there being named right there. Of course, Ben right there, 13 touchdowns for him, 4 interceptions for him. this season, leading the pack in that category there. Of course, we've got a couple there. Let's take a look here at interceptions, and looks like we are not on that list, and that's a good list. So there we are. We're on the list, but we're not there on the high end of things when it comes to interceptions. Rogers doing a great job there, reading the defense there, making good and wise decisions there. Of course, he does have a couple of interceptions there, and then that happens from time to time. But for the most part, doing a great job there. You see Lacey there just in second place there, right behind Jamal Charles, who has 551 touchdowns. Of course, now Jamal Charles in real life is out for the rest of the season there with his knee injury there, and that's going to be hurting right there for the Chiefs' offense there, when that's pretty much well known for their bread and butter there, and that's going to hurt them in real life. In the virtual world right now, so far that's helping them out here, even though the Chiefs do have I believe they have a slight losing record at this point. But there you see the reception numbers there, and like I said, so far this is going to be a pretty good year so far. This first 4 weeks has been pretty good here. We have some near close calls. Of course, I think I mentioned in the episode 2 video that I had trouble getting that video, and I think also episode 3. I had a tough time trying to capture those games there, because my capture device wanted to decide to take a day off and screw up the footage there. So it took me quite a few times to play the game, and finally got it captured and whatnot, and brought that game for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and continue. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out, as so far, like I said, doing a great job here overall. As you'll take a look here at defensive numbers there, got a couple guys there in our category, and for this category there, for the representing the Packers there. But right now, talking to Rogers there, he says that right now, talking about playoffs, and anything else right now, it's a little too early right now, as they still have quite a few divisional games. They got quite a few divisional games coming up here towards the end of the season. But the first game, course, of the season was against the Bears there. They won that one and did a great job, really doing a good job there of getting down the field and really putting some pressure on Mr. Cutler there, and stopping him from doing what he can do. If you get Cutler some time in the pocket there, he can really do some damage on your defense. So we had to really put some pressure on him, and I believe he had 2 or 3 interceptions in that game, and we did a really good job there of really keeping him contained and keeping him where he needs to be at. So there you see here, just take a look here, look at some punting numbers there, and there you see some of the punters there. You guys can check out the numbers there. You guys can pause the video and see who's doing what right now. See if you're a favorite punter. I don't know if is there anybody out there really a fan of a punters? I don't know. But yeah, overall, just looking good over here. Really don't have really much to complain. Talking to Coach McCarthy, he said that right now his team, there are some things that they need to work on defensively. He has one thing he is worried about right now, and he wants to make sure that the defense, that Sam Shields and Clinton Dixon stay healthy throughout the season, and also really try to hold on to when the team has the lead, hold on to it, and really stop them there in the fourth quarter. Shut teams down, and get that ball back to Rodgers and company there. So that's the that's the key thing they want to work on this season, and to make sure that they can close out games and not let the other team come back and try to put points on the board, or try to potentially getting the lead and taking the lead away from them with not much time on the clock. So, and of course that's one thing. Another thing too, Coach McCarthy was talking about to me during our little sit down chat. He said that he was wanting for the offense to stay on the field a lot more often than normal. So he's gonna be trying to do some mixing up some plays here, run the ball a little bit more, try to get Lacey and also Starks in the game more often here. You'll see Starks here. Coach McCarthy said in the next couple of games here, they got some schemes here that they're going to have him be a part of and see what he can do here to help out Lacey with the rushing. So, Lacey won't be completely there by himself when it comes to running. He will have some help in the backfield there, and especially John Collin, who's been just doing a great job there blocking there when it comes to the run. Not to mention just the pass too. He's been great there, and he's been doing a super job there. And they want to keep him going here, and even get him involved in the running game when it comes to 2nd and 2, 3rd and 1, stuff like that. Little short runs that he can get that defenses won't really be expecting him to, pretty much accomplish. So we'll see if that will be will come true here, as the Green Bay Packers and Coach McCarthy got some ideas involved here for some possible changing up when it comes to the running game. Passing game, Coach McCarthy said that the passing game has to be it's great, but he wants, there's always room for improvement. He's hoping that his offensive lineman can do a better job protecting Rodgers and keeping him upright and making sure he does not go on the ground. So we'll have to see if they can do that here coming up here in the next couple of games here. So we'll see here that we're taking a look here. We're looking at some team stats right now, and there you see some categories there that we're currently leading in here in the league here, and some of them good, some not so good. But red zone efficiency, there you see there, almost near perfect there. There you see 93% there, so that looks pretty good there. And then, of course, the trips in the red zone there, and then touchdowns allowed from us is at 75%. So, we've been stopping teams there, but at the same time, we've had our own share of giving up the long, deep pass there and not doing a good job there of covering. But there you see the penalty yards, and that's one thing Coach McCarthy said that's something he drills into his boys every single week. I see there's just third below there, third place there when it comes to penalty yards and penalties called on them. So far, penalties, they've been well disciplined there. McCarthy likes that. So, a well disciplined team will get wins on the board there, both on offense and defense there. So that's going to really help them out here as, not being the most penalized team. That's going to really help them out here in the coming weeks here. So the guys know what they need to do and when they need to do it and how to do it. So with the Packers, there you see the interceptions, the takeaways there, and the fumbles and all that kind of stuff. Look at the turnovers there. Right now, Packers really don't have much to complain as Packer Nation. The Cheeseheads there in Wisconsin are loving their team right now. Like I said, currently right now, 4-0 here in the division, and they are loving it right now. So we'll take a look here, and I believe we're taking a look at takeovers here, or takeaways there, and there you see the numbers there. And again, looking really good. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what we actually want to talk about. And like I said, there you see 4-0 currently in first place there in the NFC North. And there you see, of course, the Lions there right behind us, along with the Bears and Vikings, who are all deadlocked right now at 3-1. So right now this division is looking very strong here, but eventually teams will start pulling away here. And, of course, we are the heavy favorite here in this division to take the NFC North once again this year. So you see the Lions, Bears, and Vikings right now all have a really good shot here, but of course it's going to be something that we're going to have to fight for all year long. So that is it from me from Packer Talk. Next episode, one thing we would like to hear from you guys, we want to know if you guys have something you want us to discuss talk about here about the Packers. Let me know. You guys can send me a a voice message or a message or something in the comment section here, and let me know what you guys want to talk about here about the Packers here in the next 4 weeks here, as we're getting ready for Week 5 here. Like I said, we're against the St. Louis St. Louis Rams. I got baseball in my mind right now, but the St. Louis Rams right now, who are currently 1-3. And are actually a pretty good. The last game they actually did pretty well there, but we'll see what they can do here against us here in Week 5. So will the Rams give us our first loss of the season? Well, you have to find out. As this is it. This is the first episode of Packers Talk, and hopefully we'll have another episode here after the Week 8 matchup. So as always, you guys, keep yourselves healthy. Definitely come on back for more Packers talk here on ESGNet.